Hi everyone, today we are going to be learning about structures and functions in species. Today's lesson is taught to you by Lauren, Tavon, and Alyssa. First, let's think. Take a look at these photos and talk with your team members. What's similar? What's different? Could you possibly compare these animals to each other? Think like a scientist on this one and take about 5 minutes to discuss. Next, we're going to watch a short video.
I'm Dr. Jeff Inniker, and today we're going to explore the structures and functions of living things. With Dr. Jeff! Bob, like all animals, has internal structures, which are on the inside of living things.
Like the heart, lungs, and the brain.
And there are also external structures, which are on the outside of living things.
Like his skin, eyes, and claws.
Each structure has an important function. For example, one of the structures Zoe just mentioned is Bob's claws. His claws function to help him dig, climb, and tear apart the flesh of his prey.
Yes. Very cool.
It's okay, Bert. You'll be fine, I think.
It also looks like Bob has a forked tongue, like a snake.
Bob's long forked tongue functions to give him an enhanced sense of smell and helps him find prey.
What about Bob's tail?
Water monitors have long tails because it helps them swim. They are expert swimmers.
What an amazing animal.
Do you guys want to see some more examples of animal structures?
Do you mean?
I think it's time we went on a
Field trip!
Now, I'm going to hand it off to Lauren to take you through some interactive notes.
Thanks, Alyssa. Now, let's move in to our interactive notes. So please get out your worksheets and follow the directions on the top of your worksheet. So our first term that is labeled number 1 on your worksheet is a structure. Fill in the blanks as we go, and I will try my best to explain. A structure is anything made up of a number of parts held together in a particular way. Number 2 is function. A function is the special purpose or use for something. Number 3 is species. A species is a group of similar organisms that are able to reproduce. Reproduce means have babies, in simple terms. Our fourth term on your worksheet is anatomy. Anatomy is the study of structure of living things. I'll give you some time to put those words in your blanks. Okay, as we move on, number 5 is an organism. An organism is any living thing. Number 6, this one's a little long, but an environment is all the physical surroundings on Earth are called the environment. It includes everything living and everything non-living. Everything living may be animals, plants, and humans, and everything non-living may be a rock or mountain or street. A habitat, which is number 7 on your worksheet, is a place that an animal lives. It provides the animal with shelter, food, and water, and there are many different types of habitats. That is it for filling in the blanks. Now, as we move on, please go back and follow the directions at the top of your worksheet. You can try to write in some examples of the vocabulary word in the space provided below beneath your definition. Give us your best thinking. We'll come back in about 7 minutes. Now that your 7 minutes are up, we are going to go into an example. This example will try to explain how function and structure work together. Our example here is a Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragon has dark and scaly skin. The function of this dark and scaly skin camouflages them and hides them from their prey. It also has strong, powerful legs. The function of this structure is good for running to catch their prey. The Komodo dragon has a poisonous mouth. Its saliva is poisonous. Its function is to easily injure or kill prey. The Komodo dragon has very sharp claws. The function of their claws is to rip apart their prey. Now I'm going to hand it off to Tavon to get you started on your activity.
And now that we're done with the notes, you can put away your worksheets and we can get into the activity of the day. Using background knowledge of organisms, where they live, and what they do, match them with a structure or function they might need in order to survive in their environment. In the Google Classroom, you will find the link to the Quizlet, and whenever you go in there, choose the option that says match and begin playing the game. This will take about 15 to 20 minutes. We can pause the video. Now that you've mastered the Quizlet matching game, make some cards of your own. You can either use Quizlet or get supplies, index cards, markers, scissors, and papers to make your own matching game. Take another 15 to 20 minutes to complete this. You can pause the video. Now, do y'all have any questions? Here are some we have for you. The first one, could a goose survive in a desert? Why or why not? Number 2, what is a helpful structure that a rattlesnake has to kill its prey? Number 3, how are humans and monkeys alike? Look at your hands. What functions would this structure have for monkeys? Take a few minutes to answer the questions. You can pause the video. Now that you've had enough time to think about your answer, we will go over the answers. For the first one, number 1, a goose cannot survive in the desert because of their structures, such as webbed feet, do not help them to survive in the desert. And number 2, a helpful structure that a rattlesnake has to kill its prey is their venomous fangs. Now, this might have been a trick question for some of you because of their tail. The rattle is actually not something to help them kill their prey, but it is something to scare away predators. And for number 3, humans and monkeys are alike because we both have hands that also have opposable thumbs. The structure for monkeys and humans are the opposable thumbs that help us use tools and manipulate objects. Now that we are finished, we hope that those big questions help you start thinking about structures and functions of animals. Now, before we leave class today, we would like you guys to finish an exit ticket. Now, starting on the first question, what is an example of a structure on a fox? For the second question, give 3 examples of a function a tail might have on any animal. For number 3, if you have a pet, think of a silly structure or function they might have. Last but not least, number 4, what are 3 interesting things you learned today? As you are thinking about these questions, please take a few minutes to answer the questions. And before you leave, give your paper to your teacher.
Great job today, everyone. Stay healthy and have a good weekend.